host Taser7 at your service again. Here's everybody as per usual.
Minions have spawned.
We busy smoking, but we're here.
We have our team.
We smoking, man, the good stuffs. Got my amplifying tone for that extra AP damage. Sin's early game is a little weak. You can see there, they're hacking the movement there. Hacking that movement. Because these malintent elitists at the top really think they somebody. But in fact, they just low IQ, no clouts. Muggles. Retards, you know? To be slandered live.
What is your truth now?
That Rennick didn't get his ass whooped.
Hello. I want to play a game.
Darn, Rennick, what'd you build, man? A long story, man? Oh, okay, man. Highly competent retard, I guess. Man, we sure do try to upsell the people, but the problem is creative genius is so much better than all people in your whole world. Save that to your brains, man, with an infinity sign. Everybody know who I am. Whether you watch, whether you don't watch, you're gonna find out. They write music about me after all. You don't like that, Remington? Okay, I'm out of mana. No worries. See, the bullying stops as a singed bully pick when I run out the mana. But don't worry, we got a fix for that later. You'll see. See, I'm cooking all that good stuff, you know. You just stick around, watch the videos. You're going to learn a thing or two. And you're going to evolve through analyzation. And then you're going to win. With my help, of course. You can give me some credit or not. It don't matter to me. I don't really have an ego. Excuse me. We just ate, so. We're in a metabolic state, so be hungry, Tyrese Gibson, you know? You know what I'm saying? Look at that electrocute value there. Oh, they hacking the movement again. Look at that hacking the movement again. They want me to go in instead of play my cooldown. That sound very smart? No, not really. It sounds retard amateur.
I don't give a shit.
Elementary. You know, but you do whatever you want. A lot of hacking going on, you know, as I said. No? I thought I was going to go for it or something. Nah, I enjoy playing with my food like Red's Gaming Gears, you know? There's plenty of time for the win. It's only 2 minutes. I don't typically demoralize them. I let them walk away with their ego intact. I like to think I have some honor. So you can give me a turret, you can give me some gold, and then eventually you're going to realize that it's already game over because I got more gold than you. Alright, so let's go see what we bought here. Got that blasting wand and a ruby crystal, so I got that nice tier 2 damage on the blasting wand, that tier 1 health on the ruby crystal. It's good to know your items in and out. Alright, because there's a lot of weird things going on where they're testing competency. If you don't know stuff, it's like they're trying to punish you or something. Again, malintent elitism. It is what it is, man. We just slander them and they cry about it. They're probably gonna, you know, call 988 at some point.
Will you continue to lose yourself in other lives? Or will you take a moment to see? To really see?
Because it hurts that bad. Apparently. You stick with me, you'll never call that number ever. Trust you me, I will make you a champion. A godly champion. Any pick you want. You tell me in the comments down below you want someone cooked, I will cook it for you, okay?
I say either. I say either. Either.
For free. Pro bono, creative genius style cooking. That's a different type of cooking than what you used to. Trust you me, there is no creative genius gamer in the world other than me. Maybe you're Elon playing some Elden Ring out here, but you know, the Reddit says he's not as good as me. Alright, pretty good play on that Rennick. And you could tell he's starting to get a little mad. He's like I don't really like your tricks. It's like, you want to see a magic trick, you know? We'll see. We'll see if he's got magic tricks.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Or not. Alright, so he's got a Conquer, he's got Ignite, he got a Flash. He went all in, he burned everything, he didn't even get a kill. He basically biffed his own play. He screwed up big time. You cannot kill a god of gaming.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
That's why we used to be Gameology, bro D. Bro D. I tell it to you straight. Keep it 100. Yup. Okay, we slow all of them down. We just go in there. Activate that ult. Try to see if they want to follow. They don't want to follow. I'm trying to get them to peel away from him. They're like, no. So we cut him off. Try to do some damage. Pull that one away. He ends up getting away, so we feel like a hero.
You made a fatal error crossing me.
Listen to Carrie Hilson and Nos. Yeah, hero, buddy. I'm like Krish in the real life, buddy. Yeah, you go Google Krish, buddy. You'll find out who I am, buddy. If real life prophet didn't resonate in your brains already, all around the world. Okay, stay topped off on everything as per usual. Make sure you get those bush. That is free sustain built into the game. If you do not reset that timer, you are wasting it in terms of overall usage over the course of the game. That is consistent value, thorough output. Okay, so let's see what we build here. Finish that Rylai's, so they do not get to chase. They do not get to chase. I get to play them. They don't get to play me. That's exactly how it translates out. Pick a high level Samira here. She is a master. I saw that afterwards. I was checking her out. So we're getting boosted because we're so godly and they don't like that. So they're trying to keep me out of the top 200 server games. He just played with a brand 34. Kicked his ass, but they had to hack the game video, so you don't get to see that, unfortunately. Alright, ranking going in hard. How do you like that chase with that frost animation? No? Even went all in with that ult and the gap close and everything. All in. Couldn't get shit. Why? Because that ultimate is super OP and the Rylai's on the singed. It's just godly. You want to cook godly, and I will cook it for you. You just use it. Pretty simple. It's not rocket science, man. I'm gonna dim it down for you. Creative genius style, man. Cal Scrubby, you know? Genius freestyle. Blessed. Basimorph. Now, listen to some music, man. Don't be sheltered. Don't live under a rock like Patrick. You know? So we just going through. We're last hitting as we're running through. Try to make sure he runs into that poison Q. Pull him back into the poison so he gets more poison damage. Try to get our basics and skills so we can get that easy electrocute. He got the poison there as I was on him, and he burns to death. Really good solid dive on the Vi. She's got gap close, she's got CC, she's got shielding. Vi is a very strong pick in the jungle. It's always been, it always will be. And got his ass whooped. He even bought a hull breaker. Oh, nice, buddy. And we're sitting at 57 to 55. So I only got 200 gold. Again, with the kills. Kills don't matter that much. It's more like getting gold now. Unfortunately for me, I had to back a lot of time because Sin's early game is slightly weak. So we're barely keeping up. There's what I'm building right now. Going back to the video here, though. We're just trying to pull him back into the turret. Kind of being mean to me. So we're going to be mean back. We're going to fight fire with fire. You want to come at me, bro? Yeah, I'll come at you. I have another turret shot. Yeah, you don't like that. He's like, I'm going to gap close away. I don't like you. Well, guess what, Rennikin? I don't like you either, okay? Mama should have aborted you. Blow me. Draven. YouTube. Blow me is his name. Check him out. He's like top 19 server best. Something. Right. It's an inside joke, no worries. Excuse me. Smoking it up, man, smoking it up. Could have maybe got away right there, and they hacked me. They're like, you gotta stay there, buddy. 0. Like, cause we're like the only one in the world who stays 0, buddy. Legends never die. Go check out that song. They don't like legends here. They don't like legends in any game, really. But unfortunately for them, we're gonna play all the games all my life. We're like 34, and we're retired, buddy. Living the dream come true, buddy. I got food for years. We got money for years, brody. We got stocks, millies for years, brody. You know, but it's not me, brody. I live with my grandparents, you know. Wouldn't change a thing, Ollie. Man, the kid in the basement, brown boy Nav. You know, but I'm grateful. I helped my grandparents out, and they scratched my back, and I'm sitting nice and pretty. So, you know, that being said, I'll be around a lot, brody. We'll see if they ever pay me for my efforts or not. All they do is steal, hence teach the pros, brody. They always hacking my connection, trying to see what I be cooking up, brody. That's where the cooking comes from. You see, cooking, the origins, the root cause of cooking actually came from the movie Transporter. There's that detective in Transporter, you know, Transporter 2. And he said cooking is limited by your creativity, imagination in the kitchen. And that was my spin on it, on verbatim. But the reality is, if you got imagination, you're gonna cook some good shit. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Alright, we take a turret shot there, and I'm like, whatever, man. I'm gonna go in there, kill it anyways. Got a demolish on there. Also got the true damage. I switched to rune, so we'll update the build and testing some stuff out to see what I like the most. But this is the best result I got cooked. I would say this would get you at least to master. Alright, unless they're malintent elitists trying to keep you at the bottom or something. You see that movement is stuttering, something really weird, peculiar. And genius don't believe in coincidence, for lack of better words. Alright, so we're going back. You might have had vision there, or a screen hack. I didn't even check. I'm like, whatever. And I just don't want you to have that. I need to go back so I can buy. So let's check out the build here. We got that Rylai's. And we go into the Zays. Gives you that nice blizzard effect so you get extra slowdown. Chase me for days. Catch me if you can. But at the end of the day, you're going to be screwed. And we get that nice Zonia there too. So if they try to go all in, chasing me, and they somehow do manage to catch me, they'll be in big trouble. Pick up that tier 2 mask of the Laundries. Rennikin's sitting here. I don't even know he's in there. Don't even know. But he doesn't come back out, so that's a little peculiar. But the wave's pushing forward. It seems a bit retarded, but here, I mean, Creative Genius has such pure deduction. I could probably say you kind of retarded, and then he thinks he's gonna come from behind. I'm just like, laugh out loud, pull him back behind. Okay, he's real desperate to pretend he's got an outplay or something on me. You get a lot of people here in the scene with egos. In the reality, like Triton says on TTV, you're gonna have an ego drop. Now, the reality is you can face that the right way with a sting that leads to a hammer that forges you into a better individual, or you can have it with an anchor, and that's just gonna lead you to suicide or 988. So don't have an anchor is the point. And that comes from Dick Wolf, Law and Order. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seen Law and Order. Well, if you watch Most Wanted, there's an episode where they explain an anchor and a hammer. Okay, so you want to have a hammer no matter what happens, no matter what the conditions are, and you don't want to have an anchor, because anchor only leads you to mental deficiencies, low emotional health or quality, and what does that do? That leads you to 988, the suicide hotline. Okay? If you stick with me, I'm going to build you emotionally, I'm going to build you mentally, I'm going to build you strategically and competently, and you're gonna win games. Okay, you just gotta have a little trust Okay, you gotta have a little faith that what I'm teaching you is gold.
A Spartan is a symbol. Hope where there is none.
Okay, all right. So that's that. Just tooting my horn a little bit, you know, tooty tooty toot, tooty tooty toot. Okay, so we kill that turret. We push up the wave. We're at 11,000 here. Pretty much the top, next to 12,000 on the fiddle and 12,000 on the Samira, who's got a retarded number of kills at 14 too. Wouldn't put it beside me that she got hacked or something, but maybe they actually clean clapped her. But the reality is no one in the world can clean clap me unless I give it to them. No one. So the team either has to give it to them and they snowballed, and then of course you're gonna get a clap on me. That's fine and dandy. That's not fair play though. Right. On an equal playing field, you do not fuck me. I will fuck you. Okay, so just stick around. You're gonna learn some stuff. That's what this is about. We're gonna use analytics. I'm gonna evolve you. You're gonna win games. It's good stuff. Good stuff. And do not go into games tilted unless your rage becomes a hammer. Okay? There's some passive aggression in the game. That's fine and dandy. Emotions get high, as I said. You know, that happens. But you gotta use your emotions the right way. Okay? Gotta use your emotions to fight back effects. Okay? Okay, so he just dips on through, but he wasted 2 of his Gapkos to do that. Brought him right back into poison on the Q with the pull on the E. Really simple stuff. Singe is not very hard. They're trying to hack the movement here or something. See how I'm like stuttering? It's like freezing in place. Okay, well then chase all this. You like that Rylai's? No. You like that Zaze? No. I'm like none of that. I didn't really use the ult, so the Zaze didn't really take effect, but you know. It will, unless they're hacking that too. So we're just going in there, trying to peel them away from the team. Trying to do my part to mitigate the pressure on the team. Good top laners will break up their composition. Try to dive priority targets, like their squishies, or the people who haven't been shut down. Just kind of disrupting their shit, making it easier for the team to pick off any target that they so desire. Do your job for your team, the team will do their job for you, okay? Synergy is respect, and respect at the end of the day is a two-way street. You give disrespect, you're gonna get disrespect. You give respect, you're gonna get respect. Excuse me. That's the reality of life. Circle of life. It's like Lion King, you know? It's like Disney movies. We said that before. Tell me what your Disney movies are, man. I love Lion King. I watched that one way too many times when I was young. I envision myself as a lion, not a wolf. That brings me to a thing. You know, you could be a lion in the game, or you could be a wolf. You know? But the reality is the wolves, they need each other. They're a pack hunter. You know what I'm saying? And the lions, well, they lead the pack. They are the pride, you know. So you could choose to be one or the other. But I prefer to be the lion, the one who goes in there, kills people on my own, helps everybody else, leads the pride. See what I'm saying? All right. So, beautiful analogy there. Hopefully that resounds in your brain. Well, I could clear that up for you if you have any questions, comments, concerns. At the end of the day, I'm trying to bring you up to my level. Again, I'm high IQ, and the reality is if I can connect more dots in your brain, then your IQ is gonna increase.
Turret lost.
Okay, I see Vel'Koz's getting the back wave there. So I get the front wave. You can see my movements stuttering, something. Like they be doing to people in Dead by Daylight. Reducing movement speeds. pausing people. Some shenanigans on the killer side. Alright, some very unsavory bullshit, for lack of better words. So we call BS. And we just play it out. Be a good sport. See what happens. If they hack and at the end of the day it's a forfeit. I don't see that as an ego drop. No one can hurt you with delusions and lies. You know what I'm saying? They can only hurt you with the truth. So it's like that saying back in the day where they say, let me see here. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words cannot harm me. There it is. A little tired, so it took a second. Hence the Typically, you don't say or Another high potential type thing. You'll notice I don't stutter with my words. Everything just comes out clean and clear, precise, concise, perfect syntax, diction. You know, that Ivy League type stuff. But I don't have no Ivy League education. We're just self-taught creative genius. Use all the YouTube, use all the internet. In that regard, we all have the same way to evolve. It's up to you to do your homework. It's up to you to choose to succeed. Have some conviction. Better your life. I'm here to help you better your life. If that's what you're about, subscribe to the channel. If you think this is too much preaching or whatever, no problem. Again, I got videos where I'm not really going at it like that. So, again, Singe is pretty easy. You always have your poison up unless you're worried about the mana early game. Try to slow them. If you want, you could try to activate your slow knowing that you're going to pull them into it. That'll have an extra effect of a stun. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Usually I just use it to slow them so I can catch them to pull them back because they play pretty hard to get. I say, catch me if you can, and they're like, okay, catch us if you can. Well, I brought a ghost and a flash, so eventually I am going to catch you. And there is movement speed tied to the Alt, the R button, so it's got a bunch of defensive resistances. Just an absurd amount of stats, so check out that ult. It's really good, and you can see it really shining when I flex the kit using it. So we'll get that Aurora there. Try to get her. He didn't try to do anything there, so we zone ya. For some reason my game wasn't cooperating, so I had to zone ya early. Otherwise I would try to do that with perfect parry. So in that instance, when I'm getting hacked, I'm just gonna zone ya immediately. And try to get them to overcommit to the Zonia. And we highlighted the people in the previous videos like the Lux who was perfectly Zonia when I was playing Tryndamere. Anyway, so we won the game. Clean. Everything's good. What was that, like 14-0 because they had to hack for 1 kill. Otherwise they got mad skills in the dodge game. Like lightning reflexes. And I telegraph or telepath, whatever word you want to use, on the level of Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. So just go watch that movie, or Prison Break, Schofield, listen to Starship Eye, Rebel Hearts. Just start learning. I get talked about a lot. The world is a small place. It's like, it's a small world. Well, everybody knows me. So you're going to know me. You're going to know me. Anyway, so here's the end game stats. Finished there with that 12-0. Scratched that 1 because they had a cheat for that. Otherwise, if they got a fair and square and I didn't have it, maybe I was tired. You know, sometimes that happens. Godlike is fleeting, I like to say. But for most part, I'm the perfect example of human being. The pinnacle of human evolution. So with that being said, here's the builds for the current meta, unless they was trolling or something. Quickly looking over it, it doesn't look like anything's terribly wrong except for the Seraphine. I don't know if that's a viable build. I don't know what you're doing with that. Okay, never mind. Scratch the enemy side. I think they're trolling, so they're not giving away the information. But on our side here, those are really good builds. So don't trust the enemy side here. It's like they know they was gonna be on YouTube, and they're trying to mislead you. For the other videos, yeah, trust what I said. But right here, Renekton did pretty good. But the rest of that, Aurora did pretty good. Yasuo did pretty good. But the Seraphine here and the Nunu, I'm not sure about that. I don't know what they're doing. I think they totally trolled. I already reported them as all cheaters. Anyways, it is what it is. Okay, so we go to these stats here and check out what's happening here. So really good stuff there. 28% on the fiddle there, really carrying the game. You got a 35% on that Aurora. You'll see that band all the time. It's got some tricks, some magic tricks. She just disappears and reappears and does absurd damage. 35%, that is very beautiful stuff. Again, I complimented her build. So you could check that out and try to reciprocate, implement that yourself. 81% on team fight participation. She did not want to lose. She was actually trying the whole game. So I kind of feel bad for her, but unfortunately for her, if the team is cheating, then you're complicit to the crime. It's like the bank robbery and the driver is still a part of the crime. Okay? So there's the stats if you like to see that. All about data and analyzing it. That's just how my brain's hardwired to think. And then here's that electrocute. 1,500 damage just about. Pretty good stuff to demolish. Demolish is a very good thing to build as a split pusher, as a top laner. It's just wonderful stuff. It just perfectly synergizes with top lane mentality of being able to take down those towers and get things done. Bone plating just to make sure you stop them from bursting you down on full end combos. Overgrowth to get that extra scaling on your health. It adds up. Cheap shot there. That pairs perfectly with the Rylai's on your Q. So that's wonderful stuff. I got a lot of true damage, 1,000 worth of true damage. So great stuff. I will see you guys in the next video. If you like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.